everyone, welcome back to GK Today. I am Sana and in this video we'll cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series 2022 in the GK Today's Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in the GK Today Android application. In this course in app, you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document, and also category-wise revision e-books that are optimized for reading on mobile. You are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. And let me tell you one more thing. If you want the Hindi version of this session, you can refer to our former channel named as GK Today. The link has been given in the description box from where you can reach to. So without taking much of your time, let's get started. Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs from 31st of July and 1st of August 2022. Let's start. UN-backed agencies issued first ever global policy framework to protect which category of people displaced due to climate change. So International Organization for Migration, United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, Georgetown University and the United Nations University issued the first ever global policy framework to protect the children who are displaced due to climate change. So the guiding principles for children on the move in the context of climate change comprises a set of 9 principles total to address the vulnerabilities of children who were forced for internal as well as the cross-border migration. Okay, so this is the framework for the children who are basically displaced due to climate change. Okay, coming to the question slide. Which union minister launched the Bal Raksha mobile application? So it has been launched by Minister for Ayush, Mr. Sarbanand Sonowal. Okay, and also he has recently inaugurated the vaccination center for the children at All India Institute of Ayurveda. Fine. Which country successfully launched its space station module called as Vantian? This is the space station module of China. And don't forget that recently Russia has announced that it will be quitting the International Space Station by the year 2024. What is the name of the new application launched by the UIDAI to authenticate the Aadhaar number with face? The name of this new application is Aadhaar Face RD. Which Indian state police recently launched the eFIR system? This is the initiative of Gujarat Police, and the authorities will contact the person who has filed this complaint within 48 hours. Which country launched an aviation passenger charter to sensitize the passengers on their rights? This is the country UK. Which Indian state or the union territory has launched first AI-powered digital Lok Adalat? So the very first digital Lok Adalat that has been powered by artificial intelligence has been launched in the state of Rajasthan, right? Next question. Who has been selected as the Team India flag bearer at the 2022 Commonwealth Games? So the Indian Olympic Association has announced the 2-time Olympic medal winning player PV Sindhu as the Team India flag bearer at the 2022 Commonwealth Games opening ceremony that is to be held in Birmingham. Fine. So the 2022 edition of the Commonwealth Games also has the largest contingent of the female athletes in the history of the games, and as many as 205 participants are set to take part in the games, in total 20 sports. So top javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra had to withdraw due to an injury. Fine. Let's see some of the important games that were in news. Which animal features in the 36th National Games 2022 to be held in the state of Gujarat? First of all, don't forget that 36th National Games would be hosted by the state Gujarat, and lion has been depicted in it along with the Statue of Unity, which consists of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. right? And this game would be taking place from September 27 to October 10, 2022, which is the venue of the Asian Games in 2023. So the venue of Asian Games next year would be China. Who has been named the captain of the Indian women's cricket team in the 2022 Commonwealth Games? This is Harmanpreet Kaur. Which is the venue of the 19th Asian Games scheduled to be held in 2022? Answer would be Hangzhou in China country. And this game would be taking place from September 10 to October 25 in the year 2022. What is the mascot of the 4th Khelo India Youth Games 2022? The mascot for this game was Dhakar, and the venue for this event was Haryana. Okay, which state was first in the medal tally? Haryana. Second was Maharashtra, and third was Karnataka. Which university won the Khelo India University Games 2021? So the winner for this game is Jain University. Then second was Lovely Professional University, and third was Punjab University, right? And the whole city for this game was Bangalore. Next question. Youth Affairs and Sports Minister inaugurated the second Khelo Masters Games 2022 at which place? Answer is Nayi Delhi. Fine. Next question. Which telecom provider executes the recent project which aims to provide 4G mobile services in all the uncovered villages? So the Union Cabinet has approved a project for providing the 4G mobile services in all the uncovered, means 24,680 villages in remote and the different areas of the country. And this project will be executed by BSNL using Atmanirbhar Bharat's 4G technology stack, and it will be funded through Universal Service Obligation Fund. Okay, so the total project cost is 26,316 crore rupees. Fine. Coming to the question slide, what is the approximate amount of gross NPA of scheduled commercial banks in 2022? So approximate non-performing asset of scheduled commercial banks is currently 7.5 lakh crore rupees, and the NPAs of scheduled commercial banks has actually declined in the last 4 years. Which city hosted Incredible India, Kargil Marathon and the Tourism Festival 2022? The host was Kargil. Which racing driver won the French Grand Prix 2022? It was won by Max Verstappen. Which Union Ministry released the India's Bioeconomy Report 2022? So this report was released by Ministry of Science and Technology, right? In this report, they talked about India's bioeconomy, which is currently at $80 billion in the year 2021, and it is expected to reach at $150 billion by the year 2025, and then later on it will reach to $300 billion by the year 2030. Fine. What is the rank of India in the 2022 edition of Henley Passport Index? In this, India's rank was 87 among 199 countries, and the first country in this ranking was Japan. Which is the venue of the 13th Petersburg Climate Dialogue 2022? So the host for this event was Berlin. Okay. Next question. National Anti-Doping Bill, which was recently passed, seeks to give effect to which convention against the doping in sport? So Lok Sabha has passed the National Anti-Doping Bill 2021 by voice vote, and the bill seeks to provide a statutory framework for the functioning of the National Anti-Doping Agency and National Dope Testing Laboratory in the sports. Fine. So it seeks to give effect to the UNESCO International Convention against the doping in sport, and the legislation prohibits the athletes and athlete support personnel and other persons from engaging in the doping in sports. Okay. Let's see some of the important institutions that were in news. The Union Cabinet approved the merger of BSNL with which institution? So the Union Cabinet has approved 1,64,000 crore rupees revival package for Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited. And the cabinet also approved the merger of BSNL and BBNL. What is this BBNL? Bharat Broadband Network Limited. So Telecom Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw said that the package will aim to improve the quality of BSNL services so as to de-stress the balance sheet. And also it will expand the company's fiber research. Right? So government is approving a sovereign guarantee bond issuance for the BSNL to repay the bank loan. Okay. Which institution introduced a new scheme to provide enhanced export credit risk insurance cover to support the small exporters? So ECGC means Export Credit Guarantee Corporation of India has introduced a new scheme to provide enhanced export credit risk insurance cover up to 90% to support the small exporters. And this cover is provided under the export credit insurance for the bank's whole turnover, packaging, credit and the post shipment. Okay. So this scheme would benefit small scale exporters availing of export credit with the banks and to diversify their existing portfolio. Okay. Only thing you have to remember is it is associated with ACGC. Prasar Bharati has signed a memorandum of understanding with which institution to develop the next generation broadcast solution. For this purpose, Prasar Bharati has collaborated with IIT Kanpur. What is the amount involved in the frauds reported by the banks and other financial institutions in 2021 to 22? So 3785 crore rupees were involved in the frauds that have been reported by banks and the other important financial institutions in this financial period. Which institution has released a report titled as a proposal for the digital banks in India, licensing and regulatory regime? This is a report from Niti Aayog. Okay. Next question. What is the name of the cyber attack in which a computing device is hijacked and its resources are used to illicitly mine the cryptocurrency? So this kind of attack is called as cryptojacking. Okay. So this attack on the computer system have rose by 30% to 66.7 million in the first half of 2022 compared to the first half of 2021 according to a recent report. Okay. So cryptojacking is actually hard to detect because the victims of these attacks remain unaware that their system have been hijacked. Okay. Let's see some of the important ministries. National policy on the blue economy is associated with which union ministry? So Union Minister of State for Science and Technology, Mr. Jitendra Singh, said that the Union Ministry of Earth Sciences is finalizing a national policy on the blue economy for the country. And this draft policy framework on India's blue economy seeks optimal utilization of all the sectors of the maritime domain, tourism and ocean energy for sustainable development of the coastal areas. So a National Blue Economy Advisory Council has also been proposed to be set up. Fine. So it is related to Ministry of Earth Sciences. Which union ministry is associated with the CSR funds? So Ministry of Corporate Affairs has issued a circular to permit the companies to spend their CSR funds for the activities related to Har Ghar Tiranga campaign. And this campaign is organized to encourage the people to bring home the national flag and hoist it to celebrate 75 years of India's independence. So spending of CSR funds for the activities related to the campaign such as mass scale production and supply of the national flag, outreach efforts and other related activities are eligible CSR activities. Okay. Which union ministry has set up a multi-agency group for the investigation of foreign asset cases? This is Ministry of Finance and the Minister of which is Nirmala Sitharaman. The Anti-Maritime Piracy Bill, which was recently listed, is associated with which union ministry? It is related to Ministry of External Affairs. Which union ministry implements the National Mission on the Himalayan Studies? This is implemented by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Fine. Next question. The highest damage of crop area due to natural calamities has been recorded in which Indian state in 2022 to 23? So as per the data presented by the Union Minister of State for the Home Affairs, around 0.34 million hectares crop area has been damaged due to natural calamities in just the first 4 months of 2022 to 23. And the highest damage of 0.24 million hectares was seen in the state of Assam, which was hit by the heavy floods. So over 59,000 livestock have also died during this time, and last year in 2021 to 22, 0.34 million hectares crop area was damaged in the whole year. Okay. Let's see some of the important states. Which state has launched a 24-hour toll-free number to provide information on the lumpy skin disease of the cattle? So more than 1,000 animals died in the state of Gujarat state due to the infectious lumpy skin disease, and the virus has spread across 15 districts of the state. So over 3 lakh animals have been vaccinated against the disease so far, and the 24-hour toll-free number 1962 has also been started by the Gujarat government to provide the information about it. Okay. So this type of disease is spread through the virus in animals like cows and buffaloes. The Family Courts Amendment Bill, which was passed recently, seeks to establish the family courts in which state? So under this bill, now the family courts would be set up in 2 states, Himachal Pradesh and Nagaland. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Island, which was seen in the news recently, is located in which state or the Union Territory? So this island is also called as Ross Island, and recently it has been transferred to Andaman and Nicobar Island Administration for its development and tourism as well as infrastructure. Okay, so it lies in Andaman and Nicobar Island. Which Indian state has instituted District Climate Change Mission? Answer would be Tamil Nadu. Which state is associated with the Family Doctor Pilot Project? Answer would be Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Next question. CRISM and MRO, which were seen in the news, are associated with the exploration of which celestial body? Actually, according to NASA, scientists released the first pieces of the multi-spectral maps made by the CRISM. Full form is Compact Resonance Imaging Spectrometer for Mars. Okay, so correct answer would be Mars planet. And NASA's MRO means Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter has been mapping the minerals on the red planet Mars for the last 16 years with the help of CRISM. Okay, let's see some of the important international current affairs. India signed a memorandum of cooperation to develop the privileged relations between the parliaments of India and which other country? So Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla held a bilateral meeting with the Speaker of the Assembly of the country, Mozambique, who is on a 3-day visit to India. So on this occasion, they signed a memorandum of cooperation that aims to develop the privileged relations between the parliaments of India and Mozambique based on the principles of equality, cooperation and mutual respect. Okay. BM Seal 11 concession project, which was seen in the news recently, is being undertaken in which country? So Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has approved the additional investment of $1,600 million by Bharat Petro Sources Limited, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. Why? For the development of BM Seal 11 concession project in the country Brazil. So this will help to strengthen India's presence in Brazil, which will also open business clusters in the neighboring Latin American countries, right? Which country was named the best for the expats to live and work abroad? So according to the Expat Insider 2022 survey, Mexico, Indonesia and Taiwan are the overall 3 best countries for expats to live and work abroad. So this survey, with nearly 12,000 respondents in 52 destinations, offers information on satisfaction of expats in various factors like quality of life, ease of settling in, working abroad, etc. Okay. So for the very first time, the ranking also includes the Expat Essential Index. Fine. So first country in this is Mexico. Which country organizes the annual military exercise named as Han Kuang? It has been organized by the country Taiwan. Sakurajima volcano, which was seen in the news recently, is located in which country? It lies in the country Japan, and recently it has been erupted. Fine. Next question. When is the World Nature Conservation Day celebrated? So every year, World Nature Conservation Day is celebrated on 28th of July to create awareness among the people about the importance of natural resources. And this year theme was forest and livelihoods, sustaining people and planet. Okay. So IUCN has been monitoring the human activities and their impact on the environment. Fine. Let's see some of the important days. When is the International Tiger Day observed every year? So this day is observed every year across the world on July 29, and the objective is to raise awareness among the individuals, organizations and the governments about the importance of the conservation of the tigers. So International Tiger Day was introduced in the year 2010 after it was discovered that 97% of the tigers were disappeared in the past century. So according to the WWF, the current population of tiger is 3900 and India is home to around 70% of the world's tiger population. Okay. What is the theme of the World Hepatitis Day 2022? Every year it is observed on 28th of July, and this year theme was Hepatitis Cannot Wait. When is the International Day for the Conservation of the Mangrove Ecosystem observed? It is observed on 26th of July. When is the World Drowning Prevention Day observed? It is observed on July 25, and first time it was observed on 2021. When is the National Broadcasting Day 2022 observed in India? It is observed on July 23rd. Okay. Next question. England's Leicester Cricket Ground has been named after which Indian cricketer? So this cricket ground has been named after Indian cricketer and former captain Sunil Gavaskar, and he was the first cricketer to score 10,000 runs, and also he held the record for most number of centuries once, that is 34. Okay. So he was also the part of Indian team that won the 1983 World Cup, and there is another ground named after Sunil Gavaskar in the Kentucky area of the USA. Okay. Let's see some of the important sports related current affairs. Matt Fitzpatrick, who was seen in the news recently, is associated with which sport? So he is related to golf. Sports Authority of India has opened its first ever set of squash courts in which state? So it has opened its first ever squash court in New Delhi. Delhi Election Commission has named which sports person as the state icon? Answer would be Yash Dhul. Which Indian ministry launched India's first National Air Sports Policy 2022? It has been launched by Ministry of Civil Aviation. In which city did the Union Home and the Cooperation Minister Amit Shah lay the foundation stone of the new international sports complex? It would be set up in Ahmedabad city. Okay. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nusrat Sana signing off.